beautiful creative souls. It's Pollyanna Blanco back here in the garden in sunny Cozumel, Mexico. Excited to share this video with you. Today, what I'd like to muse on is this topic of being multidimensional. You know, after all, this channel is called Multidimensional Muse, so you might be wondering, when's she going to talk about that? And you may have already started to explore this topic yourself. What does it mean to be multidimensional? Well, I can tell you right up front that, even though we appear to be solid physical beings, and that may seem the most real when we're first talking about our journey, there's so much more to us than that. Yes, the physical body has organs that provide specific functions that help us to not only survive, but to thrive and live in good health and function in the 3D physical world. At the same time, too, we also have an emotional body, a mental body, a spiritual body, or dimensions, if you will, to our beingness. In other words, we experience and make meaning out of the world through our emotional perceptions of the world, our mental perceptions of the world, and our spiritual experiences in the world. And so all of these different dimensions of self, where what seems most solid, our physical body, also has these extra levels or fields of energy around us that speak to how we also use more than just our physical energy, but our emotional, mental, and spiritual energy. Because in the end, even the physical body, which appears solid to the naked eye, is really just energy. Everything in the universe, as quantum physicists have been exploring for quite some time now, is energy. Even the things that appear to be most solid, like this beautiful tree or this chair that I'm sitting on, it's just the rate and frequency at which matter appears to be moving, and if it's at a certain frequency or a certain speed, it slows down enough that we can see it and perceive it as solid. There's a lot of interesting science now, which I'll delve into more specifically in other videos, about how energy is being studied in new and exciting ways that can kind of be more of the support and proof for what I'm going to share with you today. But today I just want to start off by giving you some bare bones in case this is all new to you. So other ways in which we start to speak of ourselves as multidimensional beings is to acknowledge that we also have energy centers in the body. This is nothing new. Ancients have discussed this chakra system across many different, ancient traditions, spiritual traditions for thousands of years. And they've all agreed that there are energy centers in the body. Now, some of them have described them in terms of a 7-center in-body system. Others have expanded it beyond that. But the key is there's been this common recognition that we are more than meets the eye. I talked a little bit more about chakras in one of the other videos I posted, and I'll definitely say more, because as a chakra dance facilitator, I really find chakras fascinating, and I feel they open our awareness up to knowing ourselves on a deeper level and understanding how we are being energy beings in this world, and how we're able to become aware of how we work with our energy and both sending and receiving energy within the world, and how this affects our perceptions of our life and our relationships and everything. So chakras are, just as a quick sort of overview, energy centers that are relating to, but not necessarily within the physical body, but they definitely have ties into the physical body. They're often described as being like wheels of light. Anna Dea Judith, one of the pioneers of bringing the knowledge of chakras to the West, talks about from Sanskrit how they literally mean wheels of light. We have 7 in-body chakra centers, one at the root, by our tailbone or coccyx, and another one just in the sacral area, which is just beneath the belly button. And then we have another, that's our sacral chakra. The third chakra is just beneath our rib cage. And then we have the heart chakra, which is in the center of the chest. There's even a higher heart chakra that is just above the heart chakra, where the heart chakra is focused on our relationship with self and others. The higher heart chakra is about our relationship to the universe and how we're working with universal energies on a more global level. Then we have our throat chakra, our third eye chakra, our star consciousness point, which is not really a chakra per se, but it is an energy center, and I'll talk more about that in another video. It's really fascinating. Spiritual teachers Sri and Kira talk a lot about star consciousness and the star consciousness point. It's a teaching of the Essenes, and it's very supportive on the journey to be aware of this energetic point in our physical system that interfaces with the non-physical. We also have the crown chakra on top, and as well we have, those are the 7 in-body chakras. I tossed in a couple extras just to keep it juicy and add something new into this video. We also have 2 other chakras that I feel are worth mentioning right now. I find when I work with my 7 in-body chakras each day that it's also good to acknowledge that we have a chakra above the head called the soul star chakra. It's where a lot of our karmic lessons on a soul level reside. And I also tune into the fact that we have minor chakras in the ears, in the nose, and in the navel. The navel and the nose chakras are 2 of the newer, if you will, chakras that people are sort of starting to talk about a little bit. And then we also have an earth star chakra, which is beneath actually our root chakra. It's actually beneath the soles of our feet and really connects us to the earth as our home and our environment, our place, our sense of belonging, even more deeply than the root chakra. We have these energy centers both on the front side and the back side of our body. They allow us on the front side to send out information, from our emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, as well as our physical bodies, because they do interface with different organs and also our endocrine system. The fascinating thing is these centers are kind of like hubs. They're connecting stations, almost like subway stations is the way I like to think of them. And into these stations you have minor channels of energy. In the West, we think of them as being the meridians. If you've ever gone for acupuncture before, you've had people put needles in at specific points to activate the flow of energy along meridian channels. And in the East, they're often referred to as the nadi. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. But that being said, we have the chakra centers or hubs that cannot be seen necessarily by the naked eye, yet they interestingly interface with our physical body. We have these channels of energy, and then we also have energetic structures. The energetic structures are the energy field around the body that, again, for the average person, it's not visible to the naked eye. But these energy fields can actually be measured similar to the chakra centers in terms of megahertz. And as you move up from, for example, the lowest chakra to the highest one, the megahertz increases, and they're faster moving. They're become more subtle, and hence the colors associated with them. It relates to the measured light frequency of the color spectrum as well too, as well as even seed sounds that are associated with each chakra. So sound and light and color and energy. And the auric fields, it's sort of similar too. You have a field that's closer to you that is, as well as ones that are farther out. All of these energy fields, these chakras, these meridians, are all ways in which we can become more aware of how we receive information into our inner experience, and also we can use our knowledge and understanding and awareness of them to become more conscious of how we're also directing energy back out into the world. This is just a brief little introduction to kind of whet your interest, and what I will say is that one of the most fascinating things that you can do to become more aware of your energy being is to use a practice that allows you to connect with your physical body, because I really feel it's through the physical body that you are able to then connect to and heighten your awareness of these energies. Because as Candace Pert, famous scientist, author, has stated, our body is our subconscious mind. And I really do have to agree with her on that point, because so oftentimes we're living in our heads and we're disconnected from the sensations in our body, but the physical sensations, the emotions, the memories that get stored on a cellular level within us are the things that if we just tap into through becoming more present with our body, we can then begin to unfold, kind of like a gift, a present, what lies in store for us. And we can step out of our autopilot ways of being, and we can really add a richness to our experience of living through this self-knowledge journey that we can embark on. Chakra dance is a fantastic way to begin to scratch the surface and to dive deeper and deeper into this new awareness of yourself as a multidimensional being. I am so grateful to Natalie Southgate, the founder of Chakra Dance, who created this amazing program. And she's Australian born. She studied dance movement therapy in London, England, and Jungian psychology, and it's a beautiful blend of both, because you're taking an inner journey with your eyes closed and you're diving deep into your chakra centers through guided imagery and sound healing music to begin to explore all the sensations, images, memories, insights that you're noticing, to begin to open to this deeper knowing of yourself. I can't say enough positive things about Chakra Dance, and if you're in Toronto, I offer Chakra Dance workshops as well too, and you can reach out to me at info@pollyanablanco.com and just fire me out a question about when my next one's coming up. You can also check out the Chakra Dance website and look for a class near you, because you'll have a chance to really deepen your awareness of self. And I feel also too, when we have this awareness of self, we have more to draw on. Sometimes it's one of those things where, in life we think things are happening to us, but when we realize it's just energy coming at us, and how we're interfacing with that energy can really help us to realize that we are co-creating each moment. That's not to say that, when difficult things happen to us that we deserve it. But it is to say that we can adjust our perception, our relationship, and how we work with the energy of that experience through our body, through a heightened awareness of how multidimensional we are. And that can really shift so much more than we even realize. It can increase our well-being. It can increase your body's ability to heal. It can increase your sense of deep inner fulfillment. It can shift all your relationships. It can allow you to deepen your self-love and peace of mind within yourself. It can just allow you to live life more embodied and alive and vibrant and fulfilled without needing, what we've been taught and programmed that we need from the outside in to make us feel like we're successful or going places or enough. The exciting thing about all of this is that when you are able to shift how you look at things, new possibilities open out, and that's where the creativity comes in. So this is why this channel is devoted to conscious creativity, It can be in the artistic sense if you like to paint or draw or dance or act or play a musical instrument, but it's also creativity in the larger sense that, we are energy beings. So for now, I'm going to wish you infinite creativity, infinite blessings in the catch, Alakeen. I'm another you, and you are another me. Thank you, bird. Be well.